Here's question 6, have a go. So, for part A, find the gradient. So basically we just need to rearrange this into the format of y equals mx plus c, with m being the gradient. So let's get the y on its own. So let's add 3y to both sides. So 3y is 2x plus 12. Divide by 3, we get y equals 2/3 x plus 4, so the gradient is 2/3. Now for B, we've got to find an equation for L2. Now we're going to want to use the big formula, y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So we're going to need to know two things. We're going to need to know the gradient and a point on the line. So gradient's simpler enough. Because it's the perpendicular line, we just look at the gradient of L1 and swap it over, change the sign, so that becomes minus 3 over 2. Now for a point on the line, the easiest one is going to be to find B, because now B is also on L1, and B is on L1 when x is 0. When x is 0, what is y? So substitute 0 into our L1 formula. So when x is 0, y is 4. So we know B is the point 0, 4. So we now know a point and the gradient. Substitute that into the formula, rearrange, and we get our equation for L2 being y equals minus 3 over 2x plus 4. Now for part C, we're going to have to find the area of this triangle. We're going to need to work out the coordinates of A and C. Once we know these, we can work out the length of the base, and once we know that, we know an area of a triangle is half times base, which will be that length, times the height. Well, we know the height is 4 because we've already worked out the coordinate of B. So we're kicking off by working out points A and C. Now A is on L1 when the y coordinate is 0, so if we substitute y being 0 into our L1 equation, we get x being minus 6, so A is the coordinate minus 6, 0. C is on line L2, but also when the y coordinate is 0. So substitute 0 into our L2 equation, we get x being 8/3. So basically the length of AC, well, A is at minus 6, C is at 8/3, so that's a length of 6 added together to 8/3. And so here, that's what we're doing there, adding those two together. That gives us a length of 26 over 3. So half times base times height gives us 52 over 3.